Hey, what's going on? Thank you for joining us on Rise, Shine, and Do Good. I'm your host, Robert D.G. Daniels.
And I'm the co-host, SonShine Wiley.
Hey, just so you know,
Well, just so you guys know, the Rise, Shine, and Do Good podcast is a podcast that, hosts inspiring and motivational conversations on all things that create a life worth living. Our
Yes.
purpose is to make sure that we stay inspired and we inspire everybody who's around us and, kind of keep everybody on the journey with us.
I love it. And that don't mean that we will not be funny and we will not just really be ourselves.
Oh, we clown. We clown.
Okay, it just means that we're going to speak that truth,
Right.
And that real. So you know me. My name is Robert DoGood Daniels. I come a long ways, but that's a whole nother story. Where I really get my background from is basically I was an average father that worked in the music industry per se as a manager, and been my regular job, being a mailman. And one day I came home. My wife said, "Let's enter a contest." And we submitted to go on the Ellen DeGeneres show. And that was about a year and a half ago. And we submitted our video, and our video won first place. So within that, it got the show to take notice to us, bring us on. And after that, they kept bringing us on, and they end up giving us $1 million, $500,000 for ourselves, and $500,000 to pay it out to deserving people and organizations in our community. So I've been having a great time doing that, working on all about giving and being good and branding. And while I was in the midst of that, I got to work with someone very special. Big shout out to Obi-Wan Kanobby.
Hey, King Kanobby in the building.
So everybody knows that Kanobby is very creative, and just getting into a creative space with him, he's like, "Yo, look, I think you need to really take this to the next level and do this podcast." So that's when I then met my co-host, and she is so amazing, Miss SonShine. But I tell you that what been on this journey with you and meeting you, have you write songs for me and other things that we do together, it's been such a journey. And tell us a little about yourself, SonShine.
Thank you so much. That's so dope. I'm so happy to hear you say things like that. I mean, as an aspiring writer, it always feels good to, hear people say positive things about your music. But a little bit more about myself. I am SonShine Wiley. I'm, also in music. I do write. I have been a part of a band.
She writes.
I've done my own stuff. I've done podcasting. I actually have my own podcast, The SonShine State. And I also have, been doing voiceovers. I've done corporate bands where we did, jobbing situations and stuff like that.
Yes.
I've done that. But then I also have my 9-to-5 situation, which is funny when you talked about being a mailman, because I was like, wait, what? It was a mailman? I could just imagine you delivering mail. That's crazy.
No, you cannot imagine me.
I can imagine that. Anyway, but yeah, so I did HR as my 9-to-5.
Oh, wow.
And then, HR by day, kind of the person that everybody loves to hate. Yay! But I still love the work or whatever. But yeah, so that was my daytime situation. I would do music at night, from writing to sessions to, all that kind of stuff.
Now, I just have to ask you, because you said that you was HR. I'm
Yes.
not going to see another side from you, am I?
I'm going to try to keep the HR hat off.
Okay.
This is not where the HR hat has to be on.
Okay,
no.
great.
I'm good on that. No. But yeah, it was dope to be able to be in that room and to be presented with a situation. Like you said, King Kanobby brought us the situation. He was like, you guys should do a podcast together. It would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because of the personalities, because of the type of stories and the type of things that we come from. And like, honestly, we're both about being inspirational.
Yes.
We're both about trying to make sure that what we do for ourselves is stuff that's building us up. Because we both have stories that will, of course, probably get into at some point in this podcast, but we got crazy stories. So it was just really dope to be thought of and to be, I'm like, me? A ghost? Cool. Of course I'll do it. But yeah, so that's dope.
Well, I love that about you. And I must say, y'all, this girl is like a therapist. I poured my heart out to her and like, she was like, oh, you know what I mean? But I just have to point that out about you.
Oh man, thank you. So let's just get into it.
Okay.
Let's talk about some stuff.
What's current?
You want to talk about COVID?
Oh my God! Hold on, wait. Yeah, let's talk about COVID.
That's your mask.
I know it's kind of dope. People are wearing different masks nowadays, right? And this is one of mine.
Okay.
That I go into the stores with.
That's your COVID mask. You go into the store with this for real?
I have went into the stores with it.
What do you put over your mouth?
No, I just put this napkin like this, and I go in. And it trips people out, but there's worse masks than these.
Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my God.
So this is what COVID is doing to us nowadays. It's causing us to get into a space where we all have to be so guarded, and we're finding creative ways to be guarded. So if I talk to you like this the whole time, imagine being the cashier. While I'm at the cashier with you, just looking at you.
Can you please take the mask off?
I'm not. It's COVID. It's COVID.
Can you? Oh,
okay, I'm going to take it off.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
All right.
But you know what's funny, though? It's good to be able to laugh about this situation because COVID has not been a fun situation for a lot of people. You know, some people are at work. Some people got to raise kids or deal with kids or teach kids that, you know, they were sending their bad behind kids to school and now they realize how bad their kids are at home. Yeah,
it's real crazy with that. I'm homeschooling and it didn't go right. I mean, it didn't go good for LAUSD, but I must say I want to dedicate COVID to my grandmother. I happened to lose my grandmother April 9th. Mm-hmm. This is her. She was a wonderful woman, Miss Ola Marie Robertson, and I lost her to COVID. Mm-hmm. And having that happen to me, well, I lose her around that time, and her being in the hospital, passing away by herself. Mm-hmm. That was a little deep for me, and I think we've talked about that before. But, you know, in spite of, you know, that was just listen, y'all almost got a tear from me, but it didn't happen. Let's move on.
I felt the need to be the comforter at that moment. I was like, oh, man, okay.
But I think that everything is being blamed on COVID.
Yes.
It's like driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you won't be coming into work? No, because of COVID, the traffic looks bad. You know? Like,
ain't nobody driving in COVID.
I know. But it's really becoming a factor on every platform and on every level. And it's like, we're going too far with COVID. Okay, I ain't gonna worry about that. Right, Mommy, stay down for now, Mommy. I'll pick you back up later.
You still love her.
But I'm serious. People are just they're going like way too far with COVID. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I understand about being safe, but the mask alone, you know, you getting these different Joker masks. You're getting people now. You don't know who's coming in to rob you or who's coming in to be safe. You know. The other thing is COVID has released a lot of funds. I don't know. I stay in one of those I don't stay in an urban neighborhood, but I got urban friends. And everybody is talking about the COVID money. EDD? Don't act like y'all don't see me.
Man.
Everybody is coming up from EDD.
I unfortunately did not benefit from that. I did not. They didn't give me jack.
I didn't either.
I didn't get any money.
But my friends have.
Yeah, no. But no, that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Man, I remember, oh my gosh. So have you been dealing with the situation? So like say for instance, if you wake up in the morning, you got a tickle in your throat, you be like, is that you, Rona?
Oh no! I promise you, if anybody does Corona, I don't want to be in the.
You can't cough or sneeze around me.
I was taxiing in Vegas. My cab driver coughed. Oh my goodness! I got so uncomfortable. I hugged up against the window. I let it down on my side. I stuck my head out. The first thing we're thinking is we're going to catch it because anybody sneeze, anybody cough, it's a very uncomfortable situation.
Yes, right? Yes. And everybody think it's Corona. It could, you could have, it could be dust in the air. Because I got allergies or whatever. I'ma sneeze if it's dust around me, or if it's a cat or something like that. I'm definitely gonna sneeze. But if I sneeze, I gotta hold in my sneeze, about to die. Right. So people don't think
I'm holding it in. Hold it in. Please hold it in.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I don't. So the good thing in Vegas is one of the things that they're doing is they're taking smoking out of the casinos.
Oh, man.
Because what they found with people inhaling and exhaling the smoke, that they're blowing it out. And COVID can get to you that way through someone's smoke.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So hey, it's getting real deep, but
shake the doggone.
Right. Shake the ball again. Thank God for getting through Corona. We'll love to say when it's finally over. But I have heard about a vaccine. Have you heard about that?
I have. It's supposed to be coming out. You know, they've been doing all this research, and for some reason, I don't know why, but Bill Gates is very heavily involved in this whole situation. Of course, we know it probably has to do with some money. Okay. But you know, I've seen him saying a lot about them developing a vaccine and, you know, how to be available. They're assuming 2021 is when it'll be available, either late 2020 or early 2021. That's what I heard initially. Now, of course, their timelines could change because it could take longer or shorter, whatever, you know.
No, it is going to be mandatory that you have to get it or you get a $5,000 ticket.
I did not know about that.
Yeah. You ain't heard about that?
No.
See, you got the urban community panicked right now.
Because, you know, we black people, we don't like take nobody vaccine.
No,
we're not taking your little mumps.
Give us Corona.
Yeah. We're not taking your flu vaccine or nothing. No.
I don't get the flu vaccine. Trying to kill me.
How you gonna give me the flu to try to prevent me from getting the flu?
Right, but I will tell you, getting the flu shot, you do get sick after getting it. It happened to me before, so I understand. There's just a lot of stereotypes right now.
Yeah.
But man, I just can't wait till this whole thing will be over. How long have they said that there's no performing, there's no big gatherings for the next 2 years?
Whoa.
I was watching the news. Look, the news just say some of everything, but I'm just telling you what they said.
Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of us are out here ignoring that. I am not included in that number, but it's a lot of people who are ignoring that.
You one of those that don't wear your mask, huh?
No, I wear my mask.
You ignoring wearing your mask?
I'm not ignoring it. I'm sure.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's good. Listen, we're gonna pray for the Corona. Pray that it pass us in due time, and that we won't be affected by it because it is real crazy.
Right.
What else is going on?
Let's talk about this Ellen situation. So I know.
You know that's a touchy conversation.
I know.
Okay.
I know that's your homegirl.
That is.
That's Mama Ellen. That's how you say it, right?
That's
Mama Ellen, and it's touchy. But what do you think about all these things that are going on around her?
Well, what I can tell you is I love the role that Ellen has taken in all of this. She's came out and said that she said that I'm Ellen, the show is me. Anything that happens while you're on the show, I'm responsible for. And I think that was just real big of her to come out and say something like that. But she wanted to promise you that she was going to get to the bottom of it.
Right. And
I was just watching the news last night, and I was so thankful that they came up with a solution. They're getting rid of the 2 producers, and Twitch, my man Twitch, is going to be one of the producers, and I'm really happy for him because he's come so far with Ellen and with his own endeavors of being a choreographer, her DJ and stuff like that, and coming so far now to her producer. And I think the show is going to be great and it's going to do good. So I'm very happy for the show at this point.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you gave your cute answer. So I'm going to say... I'm going to be honest. Okay, so I have a whole lot of thoughts surrounding the situation.
Okay.
I don't have any personal situations or I haven't had a personal interaction with Ellen myself. I have not had a personal interaction with the show. I've been on other shows, like, as far as, background work and stuff like that, but not for her show. So I understand that, you are required to operate within your certain box when you are talent, on a show. And I understand that, it's kind of a hurry up and wait kind of situation where they take you to your holding area and you're supposed to be in this holding area. They give you what you're supposed to have. If you have something, cool. If not, you kind of signed up for it.
Right.
So I get how it can feel like you're being treated like you don't really matter, because there is, of course, a hierarchy in when it comes to like making shows and stuff like that. So I get all of that stuff. But then I also have experienced on another show, not hers again, somebody who was just really testy, who was really short and who was really straight to the point. It was a PA. And of course, they are the people who are, from what we've heard, who are paid to be the enforcers, so to speak, or the ones to herd the cattle, so to speak, and to make sure that everything is right, that things go as they're supposed to go. And, they're the people who are, supposed to be the people who are strong in what they say so that the main person doesn't have to be. And I get that. But I've also seen on the other end where there are people who are in that role who have just kind of taken advantage of it and just kind of let it go to their head. Like, I got this power, I'm this, I'm that, and you're nothing. Right. So I get how it can happen. I can't say that the claims are true or that I believe the claims because I don't really know. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to certain things because sometimes people just do things for notoriety. Right. And so I don't know.
Exactly.
But I will say that it puts you or Ellen as an employer in a hard situation because you kind of are responsible for whether or not these people did all this stuff. It puts you in a position to where it's like, excuse me. It puts you in a position where you have to kind of be accountable for stuff that they may be doing because they have a big head or they may be doing because, they're rushing. Because some of it may just be, hey, okay, I got to do this quickly. Let me hurry up and get you out. You know what I'm saying? Some of it may be rushing. And when you rush, it doesn't always come off nice and pretty, But then on the other end, there also have been complaints about Ellen herself being that way. Like, you look down when I'm walking by. You don't look directly at me. And so I'm like, if that's true, because again, I don't know if it is, that's really, really weird.
I have to say that I can't see her being like that.
Right.
And the reason I can't see it, it's different, like you said.
Right.
Talent. I'm not a worker.
Right.
But at the same time, I believe that God has given me a spirit of discernment. And I've come in contact with a lot of people. And I can feel your vibe. And with meeting Ellen, there's something more genuine there. Not only because of what she does on TV. Right. It's all about the way she makes you feel, the way that she's not so big on being the star herself. She's so compelled to making you feel that you're so special. And that's what me, that's what my family, that's what other people that come on the show, that's what a lot of her employees, I've seen it. I've worked with them to know that. And I'm not saying that higher ups, like, I believe that she has taken the action to get to the bottom of the problem and really have did her best to secure her model, which is being kind and making sure the show operates in a way of that model. Right. So I definitely believe that about her. But you slick. You real slick. The way you tried to get this out of me, I told her that we were going to be very shadow on this topic.
Well, you know what? Let's leave Mama Ellen alone so we can both get invited to Thanksgiving dinner, okay? Let's go. Come on, let's move
crazy.
on.
Okay.
let's
leave Mama Ellen alone.
Hey, we both want to be invited to Thanksgiving. Okay, let's go.
So what are we moving on to?
We are going to talk about Joe Biden's running mate, Miss Kamala Harris.
How to say her name? Because I keep calling her Kamala. You calling her Kamala. What is her name? So I'm correct.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Y'all forgive me for my words. I'm not always technically correct and stuff. You know what I mean? But Kamala? I'm sorry. Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I don't know much about her, I have to say. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to need you to kind of fill me in a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then I'll wait to give my response after you fill me in about her.
Okay, so basically she's been very heavily involved in a lot of like the legislation surrounding creating funding and stuff like that for people who have been displaced as a result of COVID. You know, recently she's been doing a lot of dope stuff, you know, a lot of stuff to help people get mortgage relief, help people get, employment benefits and stuff like that. That little EDD that we were talking about, she was involved in, one of the co-sponsors.
Stop right there. Stop. Please stop. Mm-hmm. She's in.
Oh, Lord.
She helped with EDD? She's in.
Oh, goodness. I mean, she wasn't like the primary person, but
okay.
you know.
Okay, well, keep telling me about her.
Yeah, okay. But a lot of people have some doubts about her and some concerns, especially in the Black community, because I've heard that, you know, she does not like to identify within our community, or she doesn't like to do things for our community. She likes to separate herself from our community.
Now, somebody said she don't like to identify, right? Mm-hmm. But I seen her, I forget if it was one of them late night shows. Mm-hmm. She was on saying that the reason she stepped up for this lady that was also Chinese, and I forget who the lady is.
Right.
But there was a lady that was saying that she's felt discriminated against because she doesn't really say that she's Black, and she wants to acknowledge her Asian side, and she sided with her. Mm-hmm. And with her siding with her, the people was like, they made an assumption about her that, oh, she ain't identifying with us neither. But she said that it wasn't that I wasn't identifying with who I am. Mm-hmm. It was just saying that I understand where she's coming from.
Right.
And I side with her.
Right.
So I think that there's been some misconceptions about Kamala.
Yeah. Kamala.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to help you.
Thank you so much. Kamala, I think it's been some misconceptions about her. My thing is with her, I'm just going to tell you, Obama did endorse her, and I think for me, that done it. You know, anything Obama touches, I'm in on, because that's my man, you know?
Right.
But Obama did endorse her, so I'm in on her. But I think another thing was that they were saying that she had the thing about that she was part of the three strikes thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So help me understand that, because I'm going to have to try to bail her out again. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, with the whole three strikes situation, I think we talked about it before. She wasn't, of course, the person who was like, this is my situation and I'm trying to get it through. She was a part of a whole bunch of other people who were trying to get it through. And I'll be honest with you, as a person who didn't grow up in what's considered an urban neighborhood or whatever, I was afraid of people who were on drugs when I was younger. I mean, and it was foolish.
Wait a minute.
It was foolish. I'm going to tell you it was
Let me
foolish.
say this right now. You said you was afraid. So you was afraid of my uncle and my auntie. And by the way, my uncle did do he's still doing time off that three strike stuff. So she was the one that initiated the three strike law?
She wasn't the one.
She was
one of a lot of people who were trying to get this whole three strike situation through. Okay. Do I agree in hindsight with the whole situation? No. What I think is that we should have done some more to actually get our justice system actually better prepared and better qualified to prosecute and actually judge these situations. People are allowed to change. People are allowed to evolve. People are allowed to grow. I know I grew. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I grew up. I was a kid when this stuff was happening.
Okay.
So from a kid's mentality, this stuff is scary.
Okay.
And from a kid's mentality, I'm thinking, oh, it's not safe, or, these are bad people and this, that, and the other. Especially because that's what the media is painting them as.
Right.
And, we watching TV. That's all we know. Especially because we don't have one-on-one interactions with people like this.
Okay.
But as you grow and as you develop, you actually come into contact with different walks of life, and you actually learn things, and you grow and you develop. I feel like on her part, maybe she looks back on it, and I don't know what her perspective is.
Well, I will be honest. I don't have anyone currently serving time. My uncle went to jail, and he was in jail for drugs, and he almost had the 3-strike law.
Right.
However, I think
so. Wait a minute. Wait. You painted this picture as if this man was still in jail.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
This man is not in jail.
He almost had 3 strikes. Almost
doesn't count.
He's got 2 strikes on his belt.
I'm playing. Okay. I'm playing. Oh my God, I'm playing.
Please don't be mad at me. And look, he got 2 strikes, and I'm very sensitive about that.
Yeah, he got to be careful. No speeding.
But you know what? Even though he has the 2 strikes, thank God he never got to the 3rd one. But there are some people that are still suffering and that are incarcerated because of a drug charge, or because something that might have been a misdemeanor per se, and because they had other drug charges on them or whatever, it just escalated and took them in for life in jail. Yeah. And I disagree with that, but yet I'm not going to let that determine my ability to make good judgment with her being the vice president of the United States.
Right. I agree. That's solid. I understand that.
Can you respect that?
I can respect it. I can respect it. And I can agree with it, though, too. Okay. Because I understand, like I was saying before, we are all people, and life is life. Okay. We all have the ability to grow, to mature, to change, and to evolve. And I don't want to be held accountable. Yeah. Not held accountable. That's a bad word. That's a bad way to say that. I don't want you to hold over my head the fact that I tried to steal candy from a store when I was 9, and now that I'm the age that I am now, mind your business, don't you say it out loud. But now that I'm the age that I am now, right. I know that's wrong.
So you stole candy from a store?
I didn't steal. The crazy thing is that I think I was 9 or 10, something like that. Mm-hmm. I was going to a store. At that time, my family, we lived in like this apartment complex before we moved into the house that we built. Okay. And me and my sister went to the store, and I didn't have money for like some gum or whatever. And I was asking her to buy me the gum. She was like, no, just take it. I was like, take it? What? And so I was so scared because I'd never done anything like that before. Okay. And I was kind of one of those Disney kids to where everything was puppies and rainbows. Okay. And so I got the gum, and I guess the store owner saw me or whatever.
It stopped being puppies and rainbows.
It stopped being puppies and rainbows. So I'll get outside the store, and I'm crying. I'm like, I want to take it back. This isn't right. But then before we even could have that conversation, the store owner came out, and he realized what happened. And he was like, you know what? You shouldn't be doing this to your sister. You gotta go ahead, and you need to make her do better. You should set a better example for her, blah, blah, blah. So that was the first and last time I ever attempted and failed at stealing. That's my try and fail.
I wish my story would have been like yours. I did do the same thing at, I believe I was 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And I went into a Stater Brothers, and I shoved candy in my underwear. And when I thought somebody caught a glimpse of it, I ran down 2 aisles, and I brought the candy back, pulled it out of my underwears, and put it back in the candy jar. Okay. Now, I did get a beating for that. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. But, mine wasn't puppies and rainbows. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Puppies and rainbows, y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't puppies and rainbows after it ended. Okay. That's one of those life lessons that you just learn, and you're like, wait, this isn't that's not the move.
You know what? You deserve a strike. Second strike.
No, stop playing with that.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
real quick, because I don't want to stay on it long.
Okay.
Let's talk about WAP. Just tell me what you think about WAP.
Tell me.
Is it too much? Is it just enough? Is it like what do you think about it? The video and everything.
You got to tell me what WAP is.
So, what about it?
So I do feel like I was just having this conversation where her Disney movement has brought her all the way to Disney. Mm-hmm. But then when you put on some of her other music,
Yeah.
it really has a kick to where she's more of a bad girl, more of, and then you think, well, how can she be the role model that she is? So I just understand that people do have talents, and their talents can be a little edgy.
Yeah, for sure.
And within that edginess, they have to figure out, because I'm sure that Meg the Stallion and Cardi B, I was hearing an 8-year-old say that she looks up to Cardi B already. You know what I mean? So I guess as long as their parents are making the right decisions with them and not causing them to be part of it, but I don't know. It's a lot of controversy. Come back to me.
It is. No, I get it though. I don't really like to stay in it long because music is subjective and music is an individual situation. Like, you may like something that I don't like and I may like something that you don't like, but that's why music is so dope, because there's so many varieties, there's so much out there. And if you don't like this one, move on to something else.
Right.
Listen to something else. And like for me, I don't have a problem per se with them being raunchy, but like for me, I like my ratchet to be a bop. Okay. And this wasn't a bop for me. So I just don't listen to it because it ain't a jam. Okay. Like I can't, it's not a vibe to me. So I'm just like, okay, cool. It's their song. It's not for me. I'm listening to something else.
So is it, what is about, when you say about, tell me, give me an example.
Well, something that you feel like, oh my God, that's so dope. It makes you want to dance. Okay. It makes you want to move. It'd be like, oh, okay, let me, you know? let me.
You gonna cut up. Okay. Right. I understand. So you don't want to cut up off of that.
No.
Okay. What do you want to do?
We'll talk about that later. It's not inspiring a twerk.
It's not inspiring
not
a twerk.
For me.
Okay.
Not for me.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah. Oh, so wait. Before we get off of that, because I do want to move off of that, I just want to ask you, did you see the video that people were putting up on Instagram or actually did you see the music video, period, of this song, WAP?
No.
Okay, so in the video, it's like a whole bunch of women who are, being seductive and dancing, gyrating, that's such an old word, twerking and all that kind of stuff in the video. And in one scene, you see Kylie Jenner, and it's like an awkward long pause where the frame is on her, and it's like, we are here to feature Kylie Jenner. And it's so like, first of all, why is she in the video? Second of all, exactly. Why is she in the video so long? Why is it such an awkward pause?
The ratings.
So, the internet always wins.
Yes.
Somebody photoshopped Viola Davis's face onto Kylie Jenner's body and hashtagged it, how to get away with WAP. The funniest thing I saw, I was like, what?
You know what? Listen, I like to respect all artistry because I know what it feels like to be an artist myself. Mm-hmm. So I want to respect the gift, but y'all come with some creativity out there, please.
I saw that and I was just like, I am done for the day, y'all. Mm-mm.
So what do you think it was missing?
Musically, it just wasn't. For me, musically, it just wasn't. And, Cardi B has that, and I won't say it the way I normally say it because I don't want nobody to come at my head because people love Cardi B.
Okay,
but
she has
this delivery method that, for me, it has to be coupled with the right music in order for it to really go.
What delivery?
You're trying to pull out of me what I actually don't want to say.
What?
No.
Are you talking about like the way her voice is, or what are you talking about? Like, hi y'all, hey y'all, you know, like what I need to know.
The rhythms that she delivers it are just not the way I would like for her delivery.
Okay.
Yeah.
She needs a new writer.
No, not even the writer. Not even the lyrics. It's not the lyrics. It's just the way that it comes out. Like the way she phrases the words. Sometimes I'm just like, man.
Okay. Well, listen. No shade to Cardi B. We love you, boo. We love you.
Indeed, because some of her songs, I'm like, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
But like I said, it got to be coupled with the right music for me personally.
Okay.
So yeah,
it's got to be coupled with the. Okay, so we're going to try to patch her into King Kanobby.
Yeah, man, bring her in. Bring her in. He'll hook her up.
Right.
That's the doctor. That's the doctor.
At the same time. Thank you.
Listen. Okay. So, we on Rise, Shine, and Do Good, we are, of course, a podcast that wants to, keep it light, keep it fresh, and keep it inspiring.
Yeah.
And in one of the ways that we do that, we actually want to talk about the bold, the brave, and the beautiful. But basically, those are inspiring stories that, we either have ourselves or that somebody else has that, we want to just kind of share and maybe inspire somebody else.
Yeah. I think where I am in life right now with just positioning myself and just directing the focus factor right here, per se. And within the last 3 months, I've lost 60 pounds.
Hey.
So I feel so great about that, and I'm on.
I need to get rid of some pounds.
Hey, you can do anything you set your mind to. You just really have to drive the focus and the attention to an area and a point in your life where you just are driving and pushing for yourself.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, and I don't mean to sound cocky or anything like that, but for so long, and this is probably our next topic, but for so long, people have actually been putting that type of energy into everything or everybody else. And you find when you figure out how to lock in and pour in to yourself, you're going to see something so bold and so brave and so beautiful.
I like how you did that. I like that. I mean, I agree with you, though, because I always say, I say it time and time again, two things. Kindness matters.
Yes.
And another thing is that you need your light, too. Yeah. So the same light, the same dopeness, the same care, the same empathy, the same creativity, and everything, dedication, persistence, everything that you give out to these jobs, to other people, to your family, to your spouse, kid, whatever. Everything that you give out to other people, you need it too.
You do.
You need your dopeness too.
Yeah.
You need all the amazingness that you give out into this world to come right back to you.
Yes.
You need to be refueled too.
You know what? Evangelists.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just
Oh,
no,
goodness.
I received that, and that's what I'm practicing, and it has made a world of difference with just me and my life.
Right. I mean, and both of us, we like to do things for other people.
Yeah.
It's a part of our love languages. I like doing things for other people. I like serving. I like, being able to put a smile on somebody else's face. It makes me happy to give a gift and somebody be like, oh, thank you so much. Right. I like doing good for other people.
Yes.
It makes me shine when I do good for other people.
That is right.
You like how I wrap that up?
Yeah. I love the way so the important thing is don't be a light dimmer and know how to give and pour back into yourself and let your light shine.
Right. Basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sunshine, let your light shine.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going somewhere with this.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what? To be honest with you, in life, sometimes it's been difficult for us to be able to do those things because, it's been said that if you care for yourself or if you put yourself first, it's a form of selfishness. People make you feel bad for doing things for yourself. Society makes you feel like you got to bend over backwards for these jobs, but then makes you feel crazy when you spend time building your own I couldn't.
I got you. I got you. I got the
entrepreneurship. I know how to say this word, but I had a little. It got me.
Wait, is that Corona? No, just wait.
It's not the Rona.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's crazy how much you have to learn how to be to yourself what you are to everybody else, because it's not automatic, and I'm taking notes from other people that I know, because I'm like, man, they are really doing these things for themselves. Yeah. But, they've learned the balance of being able to still be the mom, the wife, and, whatever other responsibilities
Answer this question for me.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
When are you allowed to be happy?
Oh. When you find out, let me know. I mean, you know what? I say that in a joking manner, but sometimes we don't give ourselves the freedom to be happy.
Right.
And I feel like I know what the answer is, but I haven't necessarily all the way adopted the answer. And that's one of the things I'm working on. Okay. And I'm going to be honest, in this transparent space, like, it's a lot of stuff and I'm still working on it. Yeah. Being able to accept my happiness, and not be afraid to show my happiness is definitely something that I'm working on. So I feel and I know that the answer is right now is when you are allowed to be happy. But in practice and in theory, I'm getting up to that point.
I think that I'm the same way. Yeah. we relate a lot. I feel like I'm the same way. A lot of people will think that they always feel because you might have got a blessing or you might have this money. Right. And now you're at a place to where, you could never. I'm always so conscious about staying humble. Mm-hmm. I'm always so conscious about staying kind and trying to do good, that I'm still overlooking what it is to be happy. You know what I mean? I can find myself even on vacation with my wife, and I'm still concentrating in my head not to step on toes and not to be like this and not to be like that. And it's crazy how your mind sometimes holds you back from allowing yourself to be happy.
Why are you the male version of me? I'm trying to figure, I'm so serious right now. Like, that's the same thing. Like, I have these conversations often. Like, when are you going to do what you need to do in order to make sure that you are good? Yeah. And that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, being on vacation, not being able to relax. Right. Because you're so worried about everything and everybody else. Right. It's real. Yeah. But we got to do this. We got to get this together. Okay. We got to figure out a little mantra or something that we're going to do wherever we getting in our head like that. We're going to be like, hey, you not doing good right now.
Hey.
Get out of your head.
I think that'd be like a good segment to even have the people even write in on, like, what does it take to be happy for you?
What does it take for you to be happy?
Right, exactly. I think that, but
that's genius. Please let us know. We want to know, what do you do to take steps towards making sure that you're establishing your happiness in your own life, and that, not talking about relinquishing your responsibilities in life. We're not talking about that. Right. Talking about how to make sure that in your self-care regimen, how are you taking time for your own happiness? Yeah. Oh,
and I don't want the quick fix. Because you know what the quick fix is. No, the quick fix is Jesus.
Oh, my gosh.
And Jesus is the answer. But we're talking about, there's things that you have to, they say faith without works is nothing, okay? So you have to, I want to hear, besides your spiritual realm, besides you giving it all to him and knowing that you can be happy that way, I want to know what it is for you to be happy. Not beside that. In addition, thank you. In addition to, thank you so much. Girl, you great. Oh my God.
In addition to, like, what are you doing in addition to your religious practices? Yeah. To make sure that you are, practicing and putting on your happy every day. Because I understand that for some of us, it has to be a habit in order for it to become a lifestyle. Yes. Because it has to be something you practice first before it becomes something that's a part of you. So, yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. And that's what working out has been doing for me, actually. It's been taking my mind, like, meditating more, taking me to, like, the next level of just being secure within.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
Right. So talking about that,
Okay.
of course, a part of inspiration is being and taking care of your own happy is going above and beyond for you too.
Yes.
So tell me some ways that you are going above and beyond for yourself right now. How are you keeping yourself motivated to stay healthy?
Okay.
Mentally and physically.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I have looked up like the top 10 trainers on Instagram.
Nice.
And not only looked up their regimen and what they're doing, the way they're eating, the lifestyle that they're living, but the bodies that they have.
My God.
Like, I have an ideal body that I want.
Me
you
too.
know what I mean? And
Yes.
I'm starting to work to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And doing that it's one step at a time. It's not an overnight process. It's not something that can happen in 30 minutes. It's
Right.
going to take time, but I'm setting realistic fitness goals for myself.
Right.
I'm getting out every morning and I'm doing these walks.
Mm-hmm.
And within these walks, they're kind of motivational too.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the walks because it's actually just creating a space and allowing me to get in a space of just being with the outer rim and just touching the importance of who I am and what I was made to do. And it's hard work. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. Some days I wake up, I don't want to do it. I
Right.
don't. But the only way that I'm going to get what I want is to stay on course.
Yeah.
So I feel like with this new chapter in me working out and being so committed, if I can do this and I can sacrifice things like some food because I have I have been eating a little better,
You have.
So within that, if you can sacrifice that and be strong enough, I feel like you can almost do anything.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm still gonna need some assistance with like the food situation. My relationship with food, it's come and go. Sometimes I do extremely well at eating, and then sometimes I don't eat, and then when I eat, it's trash. So
Listen, food is our worst nightmare.
it is.
So we have to learn how to take it in moderations and make good calculations for ourselves and also good substitutes.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
And there is times, and listen, I'm not Dr. Phil, and I'm not telling you I have all the answers, but I am telling you that this hunger thing and this talking to me and wanting me to indulge and eat everything I can and sweet and good and delicious, that comes to me like more than often.
Yeah.
And I was just at a place to where I was eating healthy and I had nobody around. And all of a sudden the guys, like I'm having lamb chops and all this good stuff. That's, good, easy to digest and all that. And all of a sudden, the waiter comes over and he says, "Would you like dessert?" I said, no dessert. And he threw the dessert menu at me. When I seen that red velvet cake.
Wait a minute. What? Okay. Sorry. I was stuck on the fact that he threw it. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
he
ahead.
threw it at me because that was the punchline for, "Oh, you need this dessert."
Oh.
So I didn't take it in the wrong way.
Oh, okay,
I just took it like that red velvet cake that popped up and that blue velvet cake. And then he had some. So I said I was battling with the velvet cake. And I was going to eat that. I was going to say, I'll just take the cream off and just eat the red part or the blue part. But then they had a vegan. I'm going to tell you, it was a brownie with vegan fudge. And I thought that if I eat vegan fudge, I would be like eating healthy. So,
No. No. Don't kill yourself.
you made me bump my head.
Everything is always my fault.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. But no. Sugar is sugar. Whether it's vegan sugar or non-vegan sugar. Sugar is sugar. Okay?
I was mad.
It's all got fat and carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And, desserts all have fat and carbohydrates in them, whether it's vegan or not.
So I end up doing good, y'all. I left the dessert menu, but if you could have heard me in my head, what I was saying to myself.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, I decided I became part of this running club or whatever, and I accepted this 45-mile challenge for the month.
45 miles?
Yeah. I calculated it.
Okay.
And I was like, that means I only have to run, a little over a mile every day.
Oh, okay.
Basically
Okay.
and I'm like, when I run, I usually run like 2 miles every time. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'm not running all 30 days. So it's not, so I can do it, right? I am failing miserably right now.
Why?
Because I think I probably ran 3 times.
Are you serious?
And it's what, the 19th?
I'm there with you. I have a problem with jogging. I really do. I'll start and then I will stop. And I used to be a track star, so I'm like, this is your thing.
Funny thing is I enjoy running. It's just been so hot in California. I'm like, man.
Don't blame it on California's weather. You know we got the best.
We do. However, this heat wave is for the birds.
You know what? I'm sending you to Texas. I'm sending you to down south. We're going to show you some heat.
It's been like 107 outside.
Okay.
You got to send me away. That's not hot. That's hot.
No, it is hot. But, when I got off the plane in Texas for the first time about 15 years ago, and I experienced what that heat was, it was like a whole nother...
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe.
Right.
I was trying to get it together.
That's how I felt in Arizona.
So exactly. So California don't got nothing on them places.
No, it does not.
Right?
No, it's temporary. The heat wave is temporary.
Okay.
I just need to, get past it. Honestly, that's an excuse.
And hopefully Corona going to go away this summer.
Child, please.
All the heat.
Go home. Go home, Roger.
I'm trying to tell you, go back, Rona.
Please.
Where are we?
But yeah, so, when it comes to like the healthy situations, one of the things I was trying to do on my runs is like I wear this like sweat vest things, but I saw that they market it also to men. So there's like this neutral, it looks like a tank top that they make for men and they put it on so they're supposed to work out with it and it helps them to sweat and build abs and all stuff. Have you tried that?
You see my look right now.
Why are you looking like this?
I'm looking like this because I'm not going to lie to you. I have about 7 or 8 sweat vests.
Really?
They're different ones. I'll bring them in next time so you can see them.
Okay.
But listen, sweat vests are supposed to be used as sweat vests.
Right.
I've been using them more so like shapewear.
What? Yes!
I don't have one on now, but usually I wear, I wish I would have had it on right now, because usually I have it like under my clothes because it gives me more of a definition, Don't judge me.
Looking like a bold.
That's the problem, that now I'm starting to get in my clothes and I'm like, wait a minute. It's making me look bigger than I am. Let me take it off.
Because it's kind of bulky.
It is. I got, what's the girl's name? Not Hillary Swank, but whatever the Swank girl is, I got hers. Because she made one for men. I got Tiger. I got like about 7. Every time I see them, I just ordered me some shorts. That's going to come over my stomach and come up to... And look, it got the genital area for men and everything. These are Stop laughing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Stop laughing because you're gonna make me feel insecure about it.
Okay.
Don't do that, please.
I'm not laughing.
I'm not by myself. Men are buying these, or they're selling them like crazy online, and every time I see one, I'm ordering it. My wife is like, stop it. Stop. I don't want to see you order another one of these, but I just ordered the shorts that come over your stomach, and I'm waiting for that to come.
You got to show me a picture. No, you got to show me.
I'm going to bring them in. I'll bring all 7 of them in, and plus the shorts.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm trying to figure out the ones for like the arms, because
right.
They're supposed to be like constricting to the arms to where you can sweat off your arms and build definition.
I'm not into the long sleeve one. I have not gotten that one because I don't feel like I'm trying to get my arms a little bulkier anyway.
Yeah, but as a woman, we can't have turkey wings.
Right.
We got to have it. Just so. So that's what I'm trying to get.
When's the last time you been to the doctor?
Why?
Dr. Patel will make them arms go away.
Man, I'm so scared of going out at night.
Listen, that's what people are doing
so
nowadays.
Scary.
You want to get
it's a lot of people who are
desired
doing that.
body that you want? Don't worry, it's only going to take about 5 G's to handle them worms.
I feel like I can't get the body that I want without a doctor because, like, I want to keep my lower thickness, but I just want a flat stomach and I want, my back to be smooth.
Do you know?
And my arms, of course.
Listen, you can get the body, but, surgery, it's becoming the natural thing for the Black community now. And I'm just being honest because every time I look up, this ain't just, look, I know Atlanta's already been doing it with the booties and stuff. I already know that. But I'm talking about now South Central's doing it. Like, you could be right in the heart of Watts talking about you just came back from the DR. Yeah. And I'm serious. Like, it's getting, like, so...
I'm scared of that, though. Every time I think about it, I think about Kanye West's mama.
Surgery or the DR?
Surgery.
Oh.
I'm not afraid of the DR.
Oh, okay.
Surgery. Like, every time I think about it, I think about how many Black people have died under the knife.
Yeah, I know.
So I just be like, let me get this walking.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's tough.
Yeah.
The first thing that happened to me when I had got the money, I felt like me and my wife, we wanted different things. Like, I wanted, she wanted surgery first, and I just wanted a car.
Right.
But then after that, we had another argument, and she wanted something different, and I wanted the surgery.
Right.
So sometimes our priorities can be all messed up because, how can you have no car, no house, but you go to the DR and get surgery. A bomb body? So some of our, in fact, a
body can get you what you need. Well, sometimes.
What you meant by that?
That's what they was talking about in the song.
Scared me. What you mean a body can get you what you need?
I'm saying, a lot of these women out here getting these super tight things, big behind
men are
jugs, and they paying for it.
Men are paying for it, and look, not only men are paying for it.
Oh, there's some sugar mamas out here.
Women are paying
for
it.
It's some sugar mamas out here. Don't make no mistake. It's sugar mamas out here. Make no mistake. Oh, they in the streets now.
Look, a man can get his pecs done.
Oh, yes.
He can get his pecs done, and he can get his abs done. He can have a 12-pack.
Yep.
He can really do that.
Definitely.
I don't know if a man can get his butt done. I hope not.
Oh, my gosh. We need to get somebody in here. Okay. We got to get some interviews in here because I want to see some people who actually have done that before.
Oh, wow.
It would be dope. Oh, speaking of which, we need to actually get some interview ideas from the people.
Okay.
So whenever we get the opportunity or when we get the email, it'll be, in the information for the podcast.
Yes.
And you guys can send suggestions in for who you think we should interview. It'll be dope. Like I know I know for me, I would love to interview Kev on stage. That would be super dope.
Oh, Kev on stage.
Did you see the meme of him with the abs painted on his?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I feel like people like him will be a dope person to interview. But then also I saw this homeless dude on the side of the road. He was singing his behind off. Like people like that. That'd be dope to interview them as well.
No, and a lady, I'm inspiring people nowadays. Okay. So a lady just called in, told me that she was inspired just by my walk and sharing the video.
Right.
And she just wanted me to know that she was not sitting on her couch with them donuts anymore. And I inspired her.
That's dope.
And I felt so great.
That's super dope. Yeah. Sean T out here tricking people, making people think they can eat donuts and work out at the same time. He needs to stop it.
I know.
He needs really to cut it out. He needs to stop it. Stop it. So before we end the podcast today, we like to do the segment called Closed Caption, which basically is just our final thought of the day.
Yes.
And with the closed caption, we try to find an inspirational quote that we, were inspired by and that we really thought was dope to share with people. And so today's quote comes from the Better Man Project on Instagram.
Yep.
And basically the quote says, "Let the stories you tell yourself about you be full of love, forgiveness, compassion, and joy." Wow. And I think that's super dope because a lot of times the self-talk that we give ourselves is not necessarily the most positive.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that's super dope.
Listen, we as a people have a problem with forgiveness. And It could have been somebody that pushed you when you was young on a piece of gum.
Right.
And you never forgave him, you know, or it can be your brother that simply wanted you to give him some gas money and you didn't do that.
Right.
And he's not forgiving you, or you don't forgive him for
Right.
not forgiving you.
Right.
Whatever that is about, you're going to have to let that jerk go.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to reassure not only everybody else, reassure yourself that you're not that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? Start loving people through. So what that they acting funny because you wouldn't give them something? Still love them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Forgive them, y'all. Forgive them.
Yeah, I mean, mostly forgiveness is for you. You know, if you don't take the time to forgive someone and release someone, you're going to be the one who's awake at night thinking about those things that, you know, are happening. They sleeping good, but you're the one still holding on to that stuff. So if you don't actually take the opportunity to forgive and to release all of that stuff, you're going to be the one who's suffering from it, not the other
only
person.
that, you can't get ahead if you harbor that malice in your heart. Because it's a setback.
Right.
It's almost like living in your past.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all, we got to really learn to get ahead. And if you want to get ahead, learn to forgive.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to be the person who is still 50 years from now hurt and unable to love somebody because I didn't forgive the last nigga who didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
Because he didn't see that I was freaking dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to not be able to love somebody else because of that dude.
I understand.
Let that go.
So what's the moral of the story?
Let that shit go. That's the moral of the story.
Please,
And I'm sorry. Forgive people. That's the moral.
Thank you. Thank you. She had to calm her down, bring her back.
You know,
People.
praise the Lord. Anyway, but yeah, so guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today. This has been a dope podcast. It's been a great journey, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it with you.
Well, I'm happy I'm able to do it with you.
Because this is super awesome. And so
Tell them where they can find us at.
if you like what you saw, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff that you can do to support us at Instagram, at Twitter, at YouTube.
Yes.
And of course, the Patreon is under construction, so we'll have that for you soon as well. But all of that is at Rise, Shine, and Do Good.
Do good, y'all.
Once again, is Rise, Shine, and Do Good. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out.
Hey.